What is up, guys? This is Pinzo back with another video today, and what I have for you guys is some more Predecessor. So, not gameplay today, but patch notes. I would have had these out previously, but I was supposed to get a new microphone on Monday, and it never showed up. So, we're still on the old mic. Should get here sometime this week. Hopefully, we get it sooner than later. But so I was waiting, and I didn't record this in time. So now we are recording this. Patch notes. It is 5.4. It is 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we assume we are getting this is EA season 2 with patches 0.6, and that'll sort of be the next big thing. So this is kind of an interim patch. I'm curious to see. I scanned through the beginning of this, but I haven't read all of these yet. So we will see what we get to. Before we get into it, if you guys go on to enjoy the content, if you guys are enjoying the content, leave a like, subscribe, etc. Let me know what you guys think of the patch notes down below. So yeah, we are going to jump into these. So let's see. Balance changes, a couple of skins. I'm assuming this is the Sparrow and the Rampage skin that we saw from that little test that we got to do with the Kira patch. There was a Rampage and a Sparrow skin that wasn't the game afterwards, so I'm assuming that's what those are. It might be another one. Bonus features decided to hold off until version 6, so I'm assuming that this bonus features a few. This has to be Spectator, right? Spectator is obviously the biggest thing people are waiting for right now. I've got a bunch of really cool content ideas that I can't do until we get Spectator, so kind of an L, but keep your eyes peeled for those apparently in a couple weeks. I don't know what else would be coming with this. A few bonus features. Maybe we get some HUD updates or something like that. But I'm assuming that the number one thing here is Spectator. So that'll be cool. Skins. Okay, it is Sparrow and Rampage. Yeah. These are both. This is Rampage skin is actually sweet. Not gonna lie. It's not wife beater Rampage, but it's close. Sparrow skins is clean. Let's see, what else? The Hunt, this was like a Kira versus Countess thing. I don't know exactly what happens. I don't really care. Heroes, Drongo, Gag Grenade, radius decrease 400 to 350. That'll be noticeable, but still a strong ability. Aoi, Landmine. This is his knockback, increased by 2 seconds at every rank. Okay. Right mouse, scaling from first nade down to 20, and the decreased to 4. So the right click damage is actually going down quite a bit. If you hit like 3 of these mines, that's taking off 10% scaling from Howie. So it's like 60 damage you're not taking. So like this matters. It's still going to be strong. This cooldown matters as well, but I still like it's only going to matter at rank 1 really, right? Like that long cooldown is all that's really going to matter. If you're going like Azure Core into Megacosm on this character, you already have so much CDR, especially if you like throw in an Astral Catalyst or something. You have so much CDR already that this won't matter too much. Her Q scaling per stack reduced by 10%. That's 60% at max stacks, right? Max of 6. So that's actually a lot of damage to lose. Purge now deals 30% damage to minions. This isn't 30% reduced. This is 30%. So you no longer get to be 1 HP in a minion wave and ult and instantly full heal while you're hitting someone. Kind of a bummer. I think that's actually kind of cool. This seems really low to me. You're still gonna kill minions with this. Like it's still gonna one-shot a minion wave. But that seems really low to me. I think this should go up like 50%. You should be able to clear a minion wave with that. I don't think if you're using your ultimate to clear a minion wave, that's a bummer. If you're fighting Akira in a minion wave and she gets her ult, like that's a play by her. Maybe you shouldn't have fought her there. I don't really like that change, but we'll see. Muriel, right click shield goes down decent amount late game. 40 shield late game. The shield is not what makes this ability strong. I think hitting it is fine because, keep in mind this has 20% magical power scaling on the shield as well. So this is still a decent shield late game. Still a strong ability. Muriel's still good. Rampage. Is this a new icon? That actually looks dope. That's a sweet icon for Rampage. Did the other ones get changed? I don't think so. That's a sweet icon. Anyway, base physical power decreased by 3. Okay. Pounce, this is his jump. increased in cooldown by 2 seconds at each rank. Your clear gets a little bit worse at level 1. Keep in mind they've nerfed Rampage's clear at level 1 a couple times. Like the last time they nerfed it, right, they hit the damage on his E on Rumble by a decent amount. So early game clear definitely dropping on this character. I wouldn't be too scared. As long as he's tanky and he has a 2-second stun, he's gonna be good. That's it for heroes. Okay, 5 hero changes. Items. Tier 2, so Stalwart Gauntlets. This is what builds into... This is the health regen item that builds into Raiment of Renewal. It builds into a stone wall and that kind of stuff. Regen decrease from 125 to 100. Okay. Still a good item. They apparently... What does this say? Yeah, with Titan Crest. So, like, they're worried about this in the solo lane, I guess. All right, I don't really care about that. Carry items. Here we go. This is the make or break for me. Lightning Hawk. Passive. No stat changes on Lightning Hawk. Passive changes. Scaling decreased. Good. Slow. Duration decreased. Good. I mean, like, it's a nerf. The scaling decrease is actually pretty big. 75, like, losing 25% scaling on that third shot is actually, like, quite a bit late game. So, hopefully that actually matters. I wish they would touch the stats on this item, but, okay. Painted Rounds. It's another one that's pretty OP. Physical power decreased by 5. Epic. Passive crit scaling reduced by 5%. Doesn't matter. The fact that this does magical damage is already pretty broken. Nerfing this by 5% scaling doesn't do anything. Taking 5 power off of this also doesn't do anything. Keep in mind this has a lot of attack speed and a crit on it. Just by the way, it has crit and anti-heal, right? So this is a really good item. I don't know why Tainted Rounds has crit on it. I don't think it should, but that's what they want to do. Go for it. Doesn't matter. Still a good item. Terminus. They should gut this item. I didn't read it yet, okay? If this item still has more than 40 power and or more than 10% lifesteal, take it out of the game. Remove it. 45, 12. You're still going to build this first every game. This is still OP. Yeah, 3% lifesteal is not really going to matter. 5 power is not going to matter. This is still like, is this, now it's tied with a couple other things, but right, this is still like the second highest power on a crit item. Is that right? Yeah, doesn't matter. Still has 25% crit. Still has the shielding passive, which is really OP. Still a good item. Vanquisher. Physical pen decreased. Doesn't matter. Execute threshold matters sometimes, right? Like the threshold isn't the fact that, keep in mind, right? Vanquisher had a 5% health threshold before this, right? But it didn't have crits on it. They moved it to be a crit item when they buffed the passive. I do not think that the passive inherently is overpowered. I think what's overpowered is the fact that it's that passive on a carry item, a crit carry item, I think is the issue. This was not OP when this was an assassin item. It was niche, like a meme item almost, right? When this was an assassin item. Now it's good because it's a carry item. They did buff the flat pen, to be fair, right? I believe it had 8 flat pen on it initially, and then it went to 12. Now it's down to 10. I still think this is a really good item. The fact, like, getting 10 flat pen, again, on top of 25% crits, on top of 50 power, on top of 6% health threshold, like, all of that on a carry is what makes this item OP. It wouldn't be OP if it didn't have crit and it was an assassin item. It wouldn't be broken. Viper gets a power reduction. They're really scared of the Viper, I guess. This was one of the few items that got nerfed in that emergency patch right after the carry patch came out. Viper was one of the few items that got nerfed. So they nerf it again here. Still a decent item if you need the pen shred, but tank items, these better all be buffs. Galaxy Greaves, more physical armor. Sweet. That's actually a really nice buff. I've been building this second. Really good. Raiment of Renewal. Percentage health decreased. I didn't get like a bugged version of the patch notes, right? Like it's not, this is on everyone else's patch notes too, right? Do I need to like refresh this real quick? Because really there should be no way in hell they're actually nerfing the only tank item in the game that's worth a damn, right? I've got to be reading the wrong patch notes, right? They're cutting it in half from 1% of your bonus health to 0.5% of your bonus health. And the passive is getting nerfed as well. Really? The regenerator. So this used to be you regenerate 12% of the damage you've taken in the last 5 seconds, like over 5 seconds or whatever. Now it's down to 10. Like, why, bro? I just don't understand. This is so this is, I guess you're getting a buff on Galaxy Greaves, so this start might be okay. But like Raiment of Renewal, what do they say about this? Too strong of an initial pickup for offlaners and supports. It ends up becoming a very snowball heavy option that causes poor interaction during the laning phase. Going to shift its numbers around a bit to decrease its early strength, particularly on sustained scaling heroes such as Rampage and Sevarog. So they're worried about this in the solo lane, I guess. The reason this is even being picked up in support is because it is currently, I've done the math, this is currently the tankiest item you can buy at level 1, right? It gives you the most health, it gives you the most regen, it is the tankiest item you can buy at level 1. When damage is so good, this is the only tank item that is worth a damn at all, which is why it's being picked up early. So they're gutting it. So this 10 defense on Galaxy Greaves, very epic, isn't gonna matter. Tanks are gonna go back to sucking for 2 more weeks. The carry nerfs, not very much. I mean, like, all in all, right, if you're still going Terminus, Vanquisher, first 2 items, you're losing 5 power, 3% lifesteal, and 2 flat pen. That I don't think that's enough to make these not still the best first 2 items. I'd be pleasantly surprised if you don't go Terminus Vanquisher every game. So we will see. I don't know why they're nerfing tanks like this. Like, this Raiment nerf is, again, this is the only tank item that's actually worth anything. So the fact that they're nerfing it makes me a little mad. Bug fixes when this goes live. So yeah, that's the end of the patch notes. Kind of sad that they're nerfing Raiment of Renewal because now tanks are going to suck again. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This patch goes live. It should be live by the time these patch notes are live. Again, sorry I'm a little late. Was waiting on a mic that never came. So by the time you guys are seeing this, patch is live. Waiting 2 weeks for presumably the start of season 2 and phase, right? I'm assuming phase is dropping. So that'll be really cool. Lots of stuff coming up in Pred. So stick with it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's all I've got for you. So as always, I've been Pinzo. These patch notes are donezo. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.